Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning to all of you. So today we are going to learn about chapter 7. It's about capital structure theory. So capital structure theory is expanded of the theory from the efficient market hypothesis. So before this you learn about EMH. So efficient, it talks about efficient market hypothesis theory. So in efficient market hypothesis theory, it tells you that the market is perfect. So all the knowledge are available. So everybody cannot make any extra gain due to the extra knowledge because everybody have the same level of knowledge and all investors are knowledgeable at the same time. So the knowledge that they receive approximately they will receive at the same time. So that's why it makes the market is very efficient because everybody are knowledgeable regarding the regarding what happened what is happening uh, in the in present. Okay, so everybody can make the market very efficient. So that's why it is what EMH the assumption under the EMH. So then it comes with the capital structure theory. So capital structure theory, as a brief topic about this, capital structure theory it tells you about mm, there is no because all the information are available, so there is no any intervention of government. Therefore, there is no tax. Okay, so what capital structure theory want to tells you that any changes in the capital structure, there is no any effect. Okay, because it said that increase in debt or lower in debt, there is no effect. So because they believe that they in the debt, when the company involved in debt, it able to decrease the tax payment. But if the market is very efficient, if there is no intervention from government, so there is no tax will be imposed. So that's why there is no so basically there is no impact if the structure of the capital will change from equity to debt or debt to equity. There is no point of making debt. So this is what capital structure theory want to tell you lah. So the person who comes with this theory is Modigliani and Miller. So we call it as MM models. So MM proposition 1 and 2. It has two proposition, 1 and 2. So the first one is without tax and the second one is with tax. So it comes from the Hamada equation. So Hamada equation will tells you about the equity equation. So how much is the cost of the equity? All right. So the effect and the implication. So it tells you about. It also tells you about the effect and implication on the capital structure. So basically, the capital structure is a combination of debt and equity in order for the company to finance the company. Okay. So the key issues in this theory is, does the capital structure affect the firm's market value? So basically, in this theory, it tells you that there is no effect when when there is no government intervention. So it means that there is no tax payment. So it tells you it will be shown in the MM proposition 1. Okay, so who are the Modigliani and Miller? They are the person who published the theoretical paper that changed the way people thought about the financial leverage. So MM proved that firm's value is unaffected by its capital structure. And MM's results suggest that it does not matter how a firm finance its operations because under their assumptions, capital structure is irrelevant. So MM theory want to show you that either you making a lot of debt or not, there is no effect. So it's either you combine equity and debt, or debt or no debt at all the capital structure finance all the capital are financed by the equity. There is no point because the value of the firm still will be the same. Okay, so these are the assumption which underlie under the MM theory. So there are no transaction costs, there are no tax payment, there are no bankruptcy costs, and also all investors can borrow at the same rate as corporation. All investors have the same information as management about the firm's future investment opportunities. And the last one is EBIT is not affected by the use of debt. So you will be able to understand all this better when we do the proposition 1 and proposition 2. Okay, so basically there are no transaction costs because no tax payment. There are no bankruptcy costs because they don't believe in debt. So in proposition 1, it tells you that there is no debt incurred. Okay, investors can borrow at the same rate as corporation. It's because there is no because the market is efficient, so everybody knows when the rate is high, when the rate is low. So therefore the investors will borrow at the lower rate as same as corporation. This is also all investors have the same information because all the information are available at the same time and at the same duration. Okay, so this is the MM proposition. So MM proposition 1, it tells you that there is no tax imposed. So value of the firm does not change when the capital structure change. Capital value and firm is driven by the two factors, which is the cash flow and risk. Only that factors. Okay. So the mix of debt and equity merely determine how the cash flow and risk are divided. So in preposition two, so basically that is a tax imposed. So that is a tax payment lah. So the value of firm can change when there is a personal tax or corporate tax. So the expected return on the leveraged firm's equity is linear function from the firm's debt equity ratio. So this is a preposition 1. So it tells you that value of leverage will be same with the value of unlevered firm. Value of levered firm and value of unlevered firm will be the same. Okay. Okay, I close this slide. So I hope you can read the slide just for you to have a better understanding. If you don't able to understand, you can view any other link from YouTube or any other website for you to have more reading on the capital structure theory written by developed by Modigliani and Miller. Okay, but today I want to explain to you about the MM theory, the proposition 1 and MM proposition 2. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about capital structure first. So capital structure, when we talk about capital structure, so capital is money. Actually, it's a money which it able to develop a business. So capital structure, the structure is usually it's a uh, it's a combination of debt and equity. So some portion of the capital comes from debt, some portion from the capital comes from equity. Okay, so equity is owners lah, the money which comes from owners. So it's represents by share. Okay, so before this we have learned about source of financing, right? Source of financing. So long-term source of financing is bond and share. So bond is debt, share is equity lah. But when you look at financial statement position, up under equity part, there in the equity part there is a retained earning. There is also common shareholders. So retained earning comes from the earning, comes from the net income, which is retained in the company. So we call it as retained earning, and not other than that is common shareholders. The common shareholders is the shares lah. So it is part of equity. So all this money will comes out will be the capital structure of a company. Okay. So in theory, it tells you that this kind of structure there is no effect either the company either the company has debt or all the structure comes from the equity. There is no effect. So the cost of the capital structure, no change. So this kind of capital structure or this kind of capital structure, the cost will be same. Okay, so it is in proposition 1. In proposition 2, it shows you that the value of the firm with this capital structure and this capital structure are not same. Okay, so let us go one by one. What is proposition 1? Okay, in proposition 1, proposition 1, it tells you that value, so V is value of Leviat firm, okay, value of Leviat firm equal to value of unleviat firm. Okay, so it is VL equal to VQ. Okay, so Leviat firm means that a combination of debt and equity. Unleviat firm means that the capital structure are fully financed by equity. So basically, the two types of capital structure uh, give no impact on the value of the firm. So that's why they come up with this value of Leviat firm equal to value of unleviat firm. Okay, so the Hamada equation tells you that the cost of equity, so the cost of equity of Leviat firm, so the equation of this, the value of the cost, R is rate. So rate, the cost, the rate, the cost rate of equity of the levied firm equal to cost of equity of unlevied firm plus cost of equity of unlevered firm minus cost of debt. So this answer you times with debt divided by equity. Okay. So that is also the value of unlevered firm. So how to find the value of unlevered firm is equal to earning before interest and tax divide, you have to divide with cost of equity of unlevered firm. Okay, so this is how you derive all the equation. All right. One more thing. Value of levered firm is equal to debt plus equity. This is common knowledge lah. Value of levered firm. So the levered firm is a combination of debt and equity. Okay. So please take note on this. So let us do the example. So you go to slide the example without text. Okay, so after the next slide. The next slide. So the example is without text. So the example given to you, it gives you the firm U and L. So it means the firms of unlevered firm and levered firm are in the same risk class. So earning before interest and tax of unlevered firm and levered firm equal to 500,000. So firm U has no debt. So it tells you that the cost of equity RSU tu maksudnya cost of share. Tapi I prefer guna equity sebab I explain it in equity, so that when I use the term of equity, it can I hope it gives you more understanding on that. So cost of equity equal to 14%. Okay. Okay, firm U has no debt. So cost of equity of unlevered firm equal to 40%. So please look at the slide. So firm L has debt 1 million ringgit and the cost of debt is 8%. So debt equal to 1 million. Cost of debt equal to 8%. Okay, so there are no corporate or personal tax. The basic assumptions hold. So basically, when you see the question later on, you have to able to find all this kind of information. So what is the EB? So EB is 500,000. So this question, macam mana nak cakap? This is not question, this is just an example. So basically later on, when you face the question, you should be able to extract all this information. So that is able to you to do the proposition 1 as well proposition 2. Okay, I repeat again, when you do the question, later on you should be able to extract all this kind of information. You need to find the cost of equity of the unlevered firm. You should know how much is the debt of the levered firm. Only levered firm has that. Unlevered firm, they don't have that. So this debt, how much it costs? So this is the cost of that. It's about 8%. So how much is the EBIT? So EBIT is this. So EBIT for levered firm and unlevered firm will remain the same. Okay. So it aspect both kinds of company will receive the same level of earning. Okay. So let us do the first. So let us continue with proposition 1. So the first one, so the first step that you have to do is you need to find the value of levered firm and also unlevered firm, both value. Okay, so how to find the value of both kinds of firm? So first, you need to find the value of unlevered firm because the value of unlevered firm, you know the formula. Okay, so value of unlevered firm equal to earning before interest and tax divided by cost of equity of unlevered firm. So earning before interest and tax is 500,000 divided by cost of equity of unlevered firm equal to 0.14 because it is 14%. So straight away divide it. So the answer is 3,571,429. Okay. So this is the value of unlevered firm. Okay. So in proposition 1, value of levered firm equal to value of unlevered firm. So therefore, value of unlevered firm also equal to 3,571,429. Okay. So this is the first step. So the first step, you have to find the value of levered firm and also unlevered firm. So basically, once you know the value of unlevered firm, settle. Okay, so but you have to show lah how much is the value of levered firm. Kerja dia banyak sikit, tetapi you still have to show. Because you want to show that this levered firm and unlevered firm, the value are same. Okay, so this is the first step.
Miss, ya kalau yang point memang tak payah letak kalau ada point.
Second, you have to determine how much is the equity of the levered firm. Second, equity of levered firm. Okay, so go back to the capital structure of levered firm. So value of levered firm equal to debt plus equity. So now value of levered firm, you know, it is 3,571,429 equal to debt is 1 million. So this is available in the question plus equity. So equity equal to 3 million minus 1 million, it's equal to 2,571,429. Okay. So this is the equity. Now you know the proposition of debt and also the preposition of equity. So that's it. This is second step. So the third step, once you know the amount of the equity, and then you can find, then you can do the third step. The third step is to find the equity. The third step, you have to find the cost of equity of Leviathan firm. Okay, how to find the cost of equity of Leviathan firm? Using the formula given. So the cost of equity of Leviathan firm equal to cost of equity of unlevered firm plus cost of equity of unlevered firm minus cost of debt times with debt over equity. So total debt divided by total equity. Okay, cost of equity given is 14%. So when you put this number in your calculator, just remain it as 14, like this. Okay, but in your paper you put like this. Okay, plus 14% minus 8. Ni pun sama. Dalam calculator just put 14. 14 minus 8, so the answer equal to 6. Ya ke? Yes, 6. Macam tu je, okay? So that is 1 million divided by total equity is 2 million. 2 million bla 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 ni lah. Ni jangan blur pula. I sebut 2 million meter ni bukan 2 million lah. Jangan macam tu pula. Saya malas nak sebut. 2 million ni lah. Okay. So the answer is 14 plus 2.33. So this is in percent. So the answer that you get in the calculator is already in percentage. So total is 16.33%. Okay, now you know the total, apa nama? The cost of equity of the Leviathan firm. Okay. So the fourth step, once you know the cost of equity of the Leviathan firm, so then you can reach to the fourth step, the WACC. The WACC will show you the combination cost of debt and equity. So the fourth step, then you can find the WACC. So how to find WACC? WACC is weightage of equity. You multiply with cost of equity. So which equity? Equity of Leviathan firm lah. Okay. Plus weightage of debt times with cost of debt. And then you can find the WACC. So weightage, how to find the weightage of equity? So total of equity, which is 2 million, divided by total, which is 3 million, basically the value of the firm. So this answer you times with cost of equity, which we just got before this in step 3, 16.33% plus weightage of debt. How to find the weightage of debt? The total debt, 1 million, divided by total, which is the value of the firm. So the value of the firm is 357,142,9. So this answer you times with cost of debt. So cost of debt a variable in the question, which is A%. Alright? So, sini kan? So, sini, dari sini, so this is the formula. So, this is how you are going to construct the amount needed. Okay. So, it is so the answer is 11.76%. So the answer that you get is already in percent, plus 2.24%. The answer is 40%. Okay. So the answer is 40%. So this 14%, why it is 14%? So this answer should be same with cost of equity of unlevered firm, which is 14%. So you have to show this. Okay, in proposition 1, this WACC, the answer should be same with the cost of equity of unlevered firm.
Miss,
Okay, why? It's because the total, so it tells you, in theory, it tells you that the cost of having that and not having that will give no effect. So it is unaffected to the value of the company. That's why when they come up with the WACC, the answer will be same with the cost of equity of unlevered firm. Okay, maybe dia kalau dia tak sama pun mungkin jawapan dia sama ada 14.01, itu acceptable lah, ataupun 13.8999, macam tu pun acceptable jugalah, kan? Dia tak jauh beza, tapi dia memang jawapan dia memang akan jadi sama, because you have to show that this WACC will be same with the cost of equity of unlevered firm. Why you have to show like this? Because you want to prove that having that or not having that, there is no effect to each other. Okay. So this 14% will show you, so when you're able to show this, the answer is 14%. So basically you're able to tell, to prove that the cost of the levered firm and unlevered firm will be at the same level. So there is no change having that, or change or any changes in the capital structure, and the value of the firm will be at the same level. Either you're making that or you're not making that. Okay. So then in proposition 2, it will tells you that there is effect of having that, because there is a tax, payment. So because of the tax payment due to the debt, I mean, when there is a debt, there is a reduce in the tax payment. So therefore, the cost of capital structure will be lower, as you making debt. The higher the debt, the lower the cost of capital. So it will be shown in the proposition 2. Okay, so that's all for today's class. No,